Hello, Shreveport Bossier. Let's make a difference today. Are you thinking of buying a home in Shreveport? In today's video, we're going to look at the pros and cons of One North Place subdivision in North Shreveport. So,
let's go!
let's get in this map and find One North Place subdivision in Shreveport, which is north of Market Street from downtown. It goes on out and it's Highway 1. And this neighborhood is right off of the main stretch there. And it's a fairly good size neighborhood of homes, well established, an older neighborhood, but still have good home values, and the upkeep of the houses, people have done a great job there. So I thought, I'm doing a lot of newer, 10 years or less homes. So I thought I might throw in here a little bit older neighborhood for those who would like a ranch style home, which they're not really building much anymore in our area. So you pretty much have to get some of these older ones that were built in the 80s or even as low as the maybe 60s and 50s to get that ranch style home. And a lot of times you can find them where they've been refinished or redone in a good house at that time, because they were made very well back in the day. Remember that the square footage in this neighborhood is around 1,500 square feet upwards to 1,900 square feet. Your price range is going to be a $175,000 upwards to $270,000. So there's a pretty good range there. Affordable houses. Definitely be able to get yourself into a home at a good price. Really a good location because it's just right off the main stretch, which is not very far from I-49. So that would definitely be a plus for One North Place subdivision. Now let's look at the schools and see what choices you have. Remember that in Caddo Parish, we have magnet schools. So I'm going to include a few of those along the way here with this. So we kind of got a large list of choices that you have. So I'm going to go through them fairly quickly for your benefit. The elementary school, the neighborhood school, is North Highlands Elementary, and you can come out of the neighborhood and hit Highway 1, or you can hit 538 that runs alongside it and then come back on into 1 here. But I think I would come on down to 1, go straight on down. That way you're turning here onto Pullman Road, and that is North Highlands right there on your right. So very, very close. The next one, they have Arthur Circle Elementary School as a choice, starred as a neighborhood school. So it's 27 minutes away, 14 miles. I don't think it's a magnet school. I think it's just a school they pulling from different areas to have children come to this school. So you might look into it if you would like. 27 minutes, 14 miles. It's just because you've got these street lights and all that would slow you down here to get to Arthur Circle here on Highway 1 Fury Drive. South Highlands Elementary School is the magnet school that they can score a high enough score on a test. They can go to this school. It is 24 minutes away, 15 miles. And I mean, there's several ways you can go here. The grade is a little bit longer, but this seems like a winding path that you come on, hit 49, then hit 220 for just a little bit, and then cut across and cross over 20 and get on to Line Avenue here, and then you're at the school. This would be more of a straight shot to get to the school. So, but it's worth the drive. It's an excellent school, one of the top elementary schools in the state. So good choice there for you. Now, in the middle school, you've got Donnie Bickham Middle School is the neighborhood school, and it's 5 minutes away, 2.5 miles, so very, very close. You're going to come out and go up on Highway 1 and then cut across over onto Old Morningsport Road, and it's right here. You can keep on going and circle back, and it's real close to the road right here. So it just depends on how you want to do it, because you could come around here and come this way and not. But I think this right here, even though it looks like it's a jagged run here, that it would be fairly easy to get across and not as much traffic. Herndon Magnet is the magnet middle school choice that you have, and it's 18 minutes away, 16 miles, but it's a straight shot. You come out and come over to 49, you go straight up 49, and then take the exit right to the school. For this area in North Shreveport, this is a great school for you, an alternate choice, and it being a magnet, you'd have to score high enough to get in there. This little stretch right here is no traffic at all. I mean, there's not even busy 5 o'clock traffic type thing here, because it's way up in the country. There are no businesses around too much here. This has not built out yet, so good thing for right now until they do. So can't do nothing but keep on moving out all the different places we need to go to build everything. So it'll be a while, but it'll eventually look out Dixie and Belcher and some of these smaller towns. The city's coming to you for sure. But a great choice though, and it's good to have those choices, I think. So for the high school, at Northwood High School, and it's the neighborhood school, and it's 4 minutes away, just a mile and 10th, I think. So come out and you have to kind of circle back and then come back around on Old Morningsport Road, and it's just right here. So really, really close. Now the magnet is Caddo Parish Magnet High School. It's further away, 22 minutes, 11 and a half miles. Easy path. You could come on out here, and that way you hit Highway 1, and just come on in through Shreveport and come straight on to the outer edge there of the Red River. Here on the Shreveport side, remember Bossier's just right over here across the river. So you're, really on close there. So the Caddo Parish Magnet High School is one of the highly rated high schools in the state. If your child scores high enough to go, I think it would be well worth that. But nothing wrong with Northwood either. If they want to be with their friends and the neighborhood and that kind of thing, I totally get it. It just depends on what they want to do college-wise. The magnet school is going to not only prepare you for it, but the classroom, because you're taking the best of the best and scoring wise on these tests, the knowledge that you're not having to repeat a whole lot, you can keep moving and cover a lot of material. I think that's the biggest difference. It's not that the teachers are necessarily, and I don't know nothing about our teachers. There's some great teachers that are not at magnet schools. They're super great with the kids and all. So you might be missing out on one of those people that are nurturing and loving and all. So always keep that in mind when you're looking at your schools. You just kind of have to find out what the vibe is and what you're wanting to accomplish. But no matter what, you've got great choices for your child's schools. Now, if you're here for Barksdale, it's going to be a 25-minute drive, 14 miles, and you're just coming out here. I would hit 1 and then just come on down to 1, and then you can cut across. Once you get near downtown to the Clyde Fant Parkway, you can cut across and then go to Bossier City on 20 and then take Barksdale Boulevard, and you're right there at the base. So it's barely across the Shreveport-Bossier line. It's just the Red River divides the two. So you're not very far. 25 minutes is on par. Wherever you try to look around for housing around, you can kind of almost take a pendulum and it just swings all the way around with that point. Sticking right on that pin right there, and you can just draw you a circle, and that's a 25-minute, pretty much hits all of this area. So you have lots of housing to look at, to choose from, and have the same drive. Then, I made the wrong choice because I'm too far away. No, you might be closer in, but you might have more traffic or lights you're having to deal with that would slow you down. So, you might get there in 20 minutes, well, if the house you found really 25 minutes away, then I think you're good. And also you can find a good house at a good price and be happy when you drive home that you made a good choice. Now, let me say, we are excited that you are coming here to Bossier City in the Shreveport Bossier area. We love airmen and we love the base. And we're so grateful that you are a part of our national military. You're part of our community. Will be in a few days. We are looking forward to meeting you because we appreciate you, and we want you to know that you're loved, cared for, you're appreciated, and don't be surprised if someone just comes up and wants to shake your hand and thank you for your service. And you're thinking, I ain't done anything, but it's your presence that makes the difference. And I'm telling you, as a civilian, it means a lot that we know that we have safety and that the USA is safe because of a strong military. And the sacrifice that you make and your family makes too. And we recognize that here in Shreveport Bossier area, that it's a family affair. Even when it's a single person, your parents at home, are a part of caring after you, praying for you, watching over you, wanting to talk to you and support you and all. Well, we're here to support you too. We want you to know that, you don't have to rent a house. You can buy a house. Single, small family, large family. It doesn't matter. We have houses for every budget. And I believe with your base housing, you would be able to find something that you could add a little to, or, try to stay within that budget and still find things that you could own that would be cheaper than rent. So, always keep that in mind. I'm a house flipper, so maybe I could flip a house for you like they do on TV, and you can fix it up within your budget, and you can have a nice home, to build some equity while you're here, and maybe rent out when you are shipped off, and then you might want to come back, or whatever the case may be. In fact, that's how we've grown so much in the last 15 years, is that people keep wanting to come back to Shreveport Bossier because they love it here. And I know that you're going to find out that you're going to love it too, and your kids are going to love it because the schools are great about taking care of our military family. So lots of support. We're grateful for you, and we're looking forward to meeting you. Now, if you're needing to go to the airport, you'll come out of the neighborhood and you'll come down and hit 49, and then you'll come straight on down. 49 hits 220, and you come on down to 20, and then go back east, and it's right there. This area right in here is the airport in Moortown. Airports, it's small, but not so small that we have like four or six airline companies that fly out from Shreveport. So definitely can get out of town with no problem. But if for your business, you're going to need to fly out often, this would be an excellent 17 minutes, 14 and a half miles. I mean, every highway is an interstate, so you're going to be flying through there and not hitting lights at all. So it would be no problem at all. And, even though our airport is small, I'll just tell you that back, I don't know, it was back 07 through 2011, my wife and I went to Africa, Nigeria. We flew from Shreveport to Atlanta, and then from Atlanta, we went to Lagos, Nigeria. And then from there, we moved throughout Nigeria. Interesting to say the least, but nonetheless, I got out of town. Airport and the flight was able to get to where I needed to go, and it was able to get me back, and we were in good shape. It's going to be able to foot the bill for you. Shreveport Regional Airport. All right, if you're needing to work downtown and need to know the distance that you're going to have, 17 minutes from One North Place subdivision in North Shreveport. Port is close enough to the downtown area that would be a great area to choose to find a home because of the stretch that you just go straight into downtown. 9 miles and 17 minutes, because you're going to hit a few lights when you get closer down into the downtown area right in here. But all this right here, you'll be able to go a little bit faster. The downtown area is really coming to life. They are revitalizing it, and a lot of new apartments and new condos. Some of the older buildings that were hardware stores and warehouses and stuff, they've turned those into rentals or where you can purchase condos. Some of our skyscrapers that we have, that the banks have above the bank level, several floors there of condos and penthouses that are 2,000 square feet. I mean, they got some room. So if you don't mind parking in the garage and be able to take an elevator up to your house, no grass to mow and yards to keep up and plants to buy and all those kinds of things. But you trade one for the other. Shreveport Bossier has that vibe, that downtown vibe. So, it's not a small, dinky little town that doesn't have much. The Shreveport Bossier area is like the third largest area city-wise in the state of Louisiana. So we're not all cotton fields and cornfields and wheat fields and all. One time we were rural. Now we have definitely changed over into a commerce community, and I'm grateful. I think this is good for us. And so the downtown area has the 4th of July and houses that. At the amphitheater we have at the riverfront. It has a view of the Red River, and that's where they fireworks and all. And I mean, it's big time. It's just like what you see on TV. It's some good stuff. People get their lawn chairs and blankets, and they get on. Just sit out and just having a good time and enjoying the fireworks and celebrating our nation's independence. We're a part of that, and we've got SciPort, which is a science area for the kids to be able to hands-on learn science projects and how things work. It's just a lot of fun, which would be something that I think you'd want to take your kids to on a continual, consistent basis, because it's always having new things coming in show for a certain time. It's always changing up, and which is a good thing. All right, so downtown, it's going to do good for you. One North Place, once again, fits the bill for the downtown commute. All right, let's check out some things that are around in the area. Trees and the amount of trees that we have. I mean, our land is green and it's full of growth and the ability to grow. We're not wanting to cut down every tree. You can see that this is a mature neighborhood where the trees are mature, and some of them may have been left from the original, forest that was here, that they just didn't just wipe out every single tree, I don't believe. I think they kind of built the neighborhood around and kind of formed and knew what they could keep and all, which is pretty cool in itself. But this is One North Place subdivision. So you can see all the streets right here, not this little section here, but this right here. And also, you've got a church nearby. I know with the interstate and all, but you can really see the highways this way here. I've got it pinned right here. Highway 1 takes you on into Vivian and some smaller towns. But hey, there's a zoo petty place and playhouse. Might be pretty cool. There's your Donnie Bickham School. So Northwood High School. So you can see Walmart Supercenter here. And we've got plenty of Mexican restaurants. You will not, if you love Mexican food, now I'm telling you, Shreveport Bossier is where you need to be. You don't need to have to go to Mexico. We've got one on every corner, it seems like. So you'll be good on your Mexican meals. Of course, we have the Silver Star Smokehouse has the Express here, which is kind of like a takeout, but the one in Bossier over in East Bossier, you'll definitely have to go to, because it's the main place, and they have entertainment, dancing, and just kind of a club type area, but then also it has the restaurant. So they've kind of made it a restaurant entertainment type, pretty cool place to go. And but they have these little express here. They have one in North Bossier and all, so little places that they have. So that some business is a smart idea. We have some great entrepreneurs in our area. I mean, I think there's an entrepreneurial spirit about us. It's just over our city because people are coming. They're not afraid to go out on their own. they're tired of working in the 9 to 5, and so they want to be their own boss. And it makes us have a strong economy that way. So kudos to them. I'm one of them. I've got several businesses, so it's an important part for the economy. And so that's why I'm so adamant about, sometimes Shreveport Bossier area can get a bad rap because, bad news travels fast and the good news doesn't even travel, much of the time. So you have to really, find out what's really true. I don't look over my shoulder as if someone's going to kill me or something, or the crime's so bad. I mean, yeah, we got some areas. It's not like a lot of places that, because you find out when you look at the news, they're only showing you a small percentage of the problem. There's a lot more going on in every one of those cities that they're talking so bad about. So, including us, you can make statistics and data look however you want it to look like. I'm going to get off my soapbox now, but I get kind of snippy sometimes a little bit because I love my city. I love this area. I believe in it, and I believe in the people, because I've grown up here, and so I know these people, even new people that have come in, and community spirit that's about us, that we're friendly to one another and we want to help one another. And hey, does anyone have this in the neighborhood that I could use or borrow? And people stepping up to the plate. So that's one good thing for Facebook, I guess, we could give them, is the Facebook groups. But when people need something or whatever, there'll be 15 comments. Hey, I've got this, or I got that. You're more welcome to use it. And I'm thinking, wow, this is awesome. This is my town. This is where I grew up. This is what it's all about. And this is what you're moving into. And you're going to have, no matter what your reason for moving here, you're going to enjoy it once you get here. And if you just, and it's a matter of just making new friends. And once you get that small core of friends, and you just, go to each other's houses and be able to just barbecue and visit, and your kids play and all those kinds of things. Just the great American life. It's a laid back that you can enjoy. There's no pressure on you. It's just super way to live your life, in a great area to live it. Here you can see the winding Red River. Here it's red because of the clay, the red dirt, the clay that's beneath it makes it look red. Looks more brown to me than red, but once you get some of the clay and all there, then you understand why it's called red there. A little lesson there. I didn't mean to throw that in there. Red River is an offshoot of the Mississippi River, so definitely major river that they have now made it navigable for boats and all to be able to, ski. You can water ski and you can also fish there. I don't think they've made it a swimming pool yet, but they've done those two things. And that's a pretty good feat to do that, because that was pretty rough waters there for a while until they did whatever they did to make it work. So always thinking about community, thinking about, what's another way that we can utilize the Red River. That's how we think here in Shreveport Bossier, and it's always growing and always reaching out. And I believe there'll be a resurgence that will happen. I mean, just look at these Shreveport Bossier area. This is Bossier and North Bossier going up to Benton. This is the Shreveport area and all. You can just see the neighborhoods and how we're all built in together here, and then it stretches out here to the smaller communities over in this area here. So definitely a lot of there's the airstrip for the Barksdale base. How about that? Yeah, a lot of things going on. You're able to travel and get around really easily with our highways, so you're going to be in great shape. I know you're going to love it. You're going to just absolutely love it here. You got plenty of grocery stores around One North Place. You got everything that you need, handy dandy. How about that? So I think we definitely have to put this one on your list. Whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All of the information is in the description below, so we can help you make a smooth move to Shreveport Bossier City.
From my heart to your home.